A recent Harris poll says that 1 in 7 Americans have tattoos. A huge number of these belong to that group in the late 20s, but also the early 30s. Women ages 25 to 35 are very likely to remove them, and about 1 in 6 or 1 in 7 who have the tattoos say that they really regret that they have them. And what that means is, in the United States, we have about 7 million people with tattoos they wish they didn't have. Removing a tattoo is a painful process. It can often require several treatments to be effective. Removal can be expensive. It could cost $500 to have a tattoo removed, but often it takes more than one go. Removal is expensive and can be 5 to 10 times the cost of the actual tattoo. Some removal sessions cost $500, and with up to 20 sessions, I know this is amazing, but you could spend $10,000 just removing a tattoo. I think you've got to think about that. And I've told people who asked me my advice, I've said, well, I don't think it's a sin, but do you really think you'll have the same taste in 10 years? Do you think you'll still be in love with the same girl? You know, you're not married to her, and so you write on your arm, Molly forever. Well, how's Mary going to feel when she marries you and your tattoo says Molly forever? I mean, that's just a good question. I was just in Central America, and I learned something about tattoos that I had never thought of. I think we know that gangs are a very serious issue in many cities of the world. In Central America, each gang has its own distinctive tattoos. Someone was visiting from another country, and he was advised to cover his arms because his arms were tattooed. They said, well, quite simply, if gang members see those tattoos and they don't recognize them as their own gang, they may just shoot you. They receive positive reinforcement to kill those who do not belong to their group, that is, those who belong to a rival gang. So there are many countries where you visit wearing a tattoo, you're really offering an invitation to be killed. And then, of course, there's a danger of infection, because so many these places that administer tattoos don't do it the right way. There are right ways to do this and wrong ways. Now again, you'll notice I'm not condemning these things outright. I'm just saying you've got to take into account safety issues, relatability issues, biblical principles. And any discussion that omits the key New Testament passage that we are not our own, we are bought at a price, is a discussion that's not really biblical. And I think, as in all these podcasts, we need to be challenged to think biblically about these issues. Well, how would we speak to our children? Many of you listening to this don't have children yet, but probably will in the future. How do we speak to our children?